Okay. Warm up and then live. Okay, then let's start. So I started training this map again way too late. Like I have like half an hour training on it. The map has a length of 3 minutes 19 as you see. And it's like a short RPG-ish map. There are not too many like super good players participating. The big favorite here is Seitze, who was also playing this map now in this half an hour. I saw that when I finished my first run, he improved his time and got the world record. So he is of course not a big favorite because there's barely anyone on his level. I mean, okay, the times are close between him and the other guy that had the world record before. It's like 2 seconds. But Seitze is definitely more experienced, I would say, than for the rounds competition. The map has some really difficult sections if you go for the risky way. I mean, at some parts I also didn't check now where is actually the safe line, if you would like to take it. So I'm a bit yacked, of course. So you see that start that I just did is almost 10 seconds behind already. So I'm still missing pace, but I'm improving now every run. The thing is, the last rounds matter in this cup, not the first rounds. So I actually get more and more training towards when it matters. The thing is, I cannot really... I can just drive runs, I cannot really train anything anymore. And test things out, that doesn't work. This fucking tree. I mean, we have a warm-up round, right? I can just train now. One of the main questions is now what to do with the bridge jump. I mean, I have to get it like this or something. Similar at least. The map is extremely shit for camera 1. On several occasions it is unusable. I have to always go into cam 3 or cam 2 or whatever. So here comes now a risky decision. By taking this as fast as possible on the inside, I can make this jump. And then I'm already on the left side and I can actually also get this jump combination. But this is a tricky one, and if you don't have the speed, then you lose a lot of time there. And now we are at the finish sector. Yeah, also here you have to overjump a pool. And it's a very tight jump, but it worked out. So this is a 3 minute 40 for me, and I did the training respawn. No respawn, it was 3 minutes something 20. Which is, I think, pretty okay. So we played this amazing cup mode now, where people lose points. We all start with a certain point score and we lose points regarding our positions. Only the first place doesn't lose anything. However, in these first rounds, the point losses are not as huge. So I can still learn the map here a bit. This glide here is a bit annoying. Here, cam 3, it's kind of necessary to take it here. That was the best section for me in this part. Yet, I mean, I hope that I improve basically in all the parts and all the rounds. Getting better and better, you know. Similar to when I was training this one RPG map. When my whole chat was guessing what is my next PB, what time, and I was improving from run to run. Something like this I also need here. So here I'm very afraid with this landing, because sometimes the car goes into a slide at the backwards landing, and then it doesn't matter what you press, you will die. This reactor boost part, but I need to be a bit quicker so that I still have reactor boost when I go downhill there. But yeah, I was never that good until here. But now come the risky parts. Second place in the end, and without that one respawn I would have driven a 3:21. That is good, that is not bad. Definitely I caught up a lot. You should have seen my runs right before the cup started. I was definitely far away from this. And here you see how it works. So Zaitzer as first place is not losing any points. We start with 500, wow. But the thing is that the last places will also lose like 100 points. So it basically from first to 0 to last, which has minus 100, and then depending on how many players there are, it basically makes a very linear progression in how many minus points you get. So here it's like with 9 players you have an 8th. Like 12, 25, 37, or with an 8th. So I lose 12 points. This guy is then losing a lot already. The thing is that unless in the reverse cup mode, where it is about you die when you basically end up with when you are at 0 points and then you get the last place, then you are eliminated. Here it's different. Here you are eliminated once you hit 0. That's it. It's just a reverse rounds mode, basically. But in this case, it's also something. It's also somehow like a knockout, you can say. Towards the end, at least. But just that you have to win at some point to not lose any further points when you're already far in the bottom. Oh! Where did I touch there? I wanted to set up a Neo slide. The way the car slowed down, I had no speed at all. This is a super annoying part here, but it is now very savable. You just have to remember that it comes up. But the thing is, you can easily, if you don't remember it, then you can easily have a very, very bad checkpoint respawn, where it's super difficult to make the jump afterwards, and after the jump follows also a freewheel, so it's very annoying. Didn't really figure out a nice line there yet. One guy crashed the end again, this time with the sides are not winning, but Luekes instead. He got also a very good time. The record by Sideser was 3 minutes 10. You see it on the right side, local records. You can also do it like this. Can someone chat, please? Because I don't see any chat. I want to know if my OBS chat is working. Just as a test. Your fault, so hi, I see it. So there was just no chat yet. Oh! Yo! Yo, that looks nice. He jumps even much further with that. Okay, here I learned now to use Cam 1 in the start. But this turn here needs Cam 3. This part here needs a lot of save. Actually, I wanted to practice at Gamescom this map or something, but somehow I didn't do that. I was so weirdly social. I was going, always when my matches were over, I was going to others. I was also filming everyone with my GoPro. I have to check if I can show the videos later. I'm not that prepared now for the stream. I wanted to show my GoPro footage later in stream. I also didn't see it myself yet. it's currently uploading the videos into the cloud. The problem is just how can I show that to you? I kind of forgot how I did it the other times. I think I was downloading all the videos somehow. But I thought maybe you can see them if I go online into the cloud. I have a very nice footage. I hope that the light is not flickering in the videos, the GoPro, because it was very dark there, and I thought there was some issue. But yeah, Tween. I was once going to Tween because I saw he is finalist, and that was such an incredible finalist round that he had. And then he celebrated when he won. And I have that on footage. Okay. So this time without respawning, 3 minutes 24. Yeah, I'm missing 14 seconds then still, but at least good positions. Yeah, Kanchika. Yeah, I really wonder where are all the teams? Like other country seasonals, they were so big. And now there are only 8 registered teams yet? Or 9 now? Or something? Where's Great Britain? And so on? I'm really confused. Where's Gamescom? Also, it is over now, but it was in Cologne in Germany. Why there is no timer for how long you have been on the map? Or how many CPs? He gets that quite consistent, but that was not too good. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be no finish maybe, if he fails now. And that of course costs him directly minus, maybe even minus 120 then, a DNF. Yeah. Oh my god. But he gets only minus 87. Okay. Where to go? Oh yeah, here. Maybe I should do the burnout acceleration trick there. Ah. And that was not a great partner. To inside were bumps, I think. Oh oh. I forgot the section here. Yeah, it's okay. I will reach the reset when I find it. Really have to focus. There! No! Not now, because now I have to do this again. Exactly now that I have a shit respawn here for this jump. This is really a bad part, I don't know. Exactly then the reactor boost just throws me off here. I don't know, this is also not great here. Reactor boost is... Sometimes when you have a bad landing, you immediately fly away. Oh, please, I have to survive this. Oh. Here's the next checkpoint. Oh. Let's see how far I can get ahead again. I hope 4th place. That's my hope. This is the part to overtake some people. Maybe 3rd? No, 4th. The Byron guy with his bug slides overtook him there. So I got 4th, exactly what I said, but 3rd was even possible. Luek is minus 75 points. But I'm not taking over the lead because Sides are won this round. I lose too many points now for that. And yeah, I first understood the question then wrong. Oh, interesting line there. I thought it meant like a plugin that shows how much time I in total invested on this map for training. But yeah, no, otherwise I have interface off often because visibility, sometimes the UI is in the way as well, and focus. And the most important information we already get in this game, also without interface, and that's my position. And if you could choose if you want to see that position or not, if there was a way to choose that, I don't know. It's such situation based, I don't know if I would like to get rid of it or not. Sometimes this extra information can be more stressful, can be nerve-wracking, and other times it's of course helping you that you know about what's happening. And the jump onto the bridge is super annoying. What is weird? Oh wait, let's get this. Ugh. You know, you might think, why don't you turn to the left and jump not this diagonal, because this diagonal jump is this, of course means that I have to jump a longer way. But any steering on this quest there is killing a lot of momentum as well, and then I also will jump shorter. Actually, the best thing is to not really steer at all. Yeah, what is surprising is that the world record from before Sightser came and beat it. I joined the server and I saw that he has been there. I have no clue why this didn't work now. Okay, still second. And he drove world record. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea. This Kishox, when I joined the server, I saw that he was here and that he left the server. And I'm super surprised with that. Like, why? Why does he not play it? Because he apparently trained the map. But yeah. Yes, I know. I saw some skins where it's basically impossible to see the... Like, either it's completely turned off there, or just because of the color you cannot really see it nicely. But yeah, I saw that there are skins that don't have that. But I don't know if I would like that, to not know it at all, because then there's literally no information. I think there are situations where this is helpful, and there are other situations where this is bad. But of course, this red number in a cup of the day, or also knowing that you're first in a final in the cup of the day, it can be also nerve-wracking, because every single time you see the position. And what happened to me often is that I had made small mistakes when I was focused on my number at the car, because the number has changed. Like in the middle of a difficult section, I see that the number changes, and that kills my focus, because I just recognized it and think about it, what it means that my number changed there. And then I don't focus on the driving anymore, if that makes sense. But such a number change can be really distracting as well. But then there are other parts. Best example, you're in the lead. Or no, best example, you're not in the lead in the final. And then you go into the lead. And you have like an idea that the opponent might have big crash. And then you know that, and then you can make sure to not crash yourself. And if you didn't have interface, then you wouldn't know at all what's happening. And you maybe do another mistake and your opponent takes over the lead again. It was a bit late, there's free will of course. a first place. Which shows that there is a lot possible here in theory. I'm also the only finisher yet, so Zaitsev can still get second. But nope, Delavid is second. With a 3:31, 11 seconds behind. Seturate finds here so many different ways of clearing this checkpoint. Oh, he has a red number. Does that mean he would get knocked out? Yeah, he would have minus 62 if he finishes on this position. He is down to 51 points. Okay, wicked. Very good actually. And he's in. He's actually third! He went up to third. Which means that Zaitsev has crashed the ending and is losing a lot of points here. And that means that I will go into the lead now. Yeah, Seturate got a PB. Alright, so I will be in the lead now, but oh my god, Zafire had 101 points and he gets minus 100 now. So he is still alive with 1 point. He can still win the cup if he from now on wins every single round. But otherwise we have 3 players that live in big danger, and there's also one more that is also under 100 points and could get eliminated. And then, when these people are eliminated, then the second, third, fourth place and so on, all these positions lose much more ground, like they lose way more points then. So a first place is way more important when the other players are gone. Because if we are then down to 6 players, and it's a fifth of 100, that is the point gap between every position. That means then that the third place, for example, already loses 40 points. Second place 20 points. I got a bug here. Nah. Oh my god, this landing. Gonna be awful. Awkward, I wanted to say first. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have to respawn this. Better in this round than in others. But my god, is this part shit. Like, I'm trying to save this reactor boost part here by releasing a lot when I go onto the wall. Like when I drive against the wall, release a lot. But my card just refused to go up this time. It was just stuck. I have no idea why. I cannot really figure it out. What's the reason for that? The thing is, it's such a long sector. It has this annoying jump in the start, which you... Like that's also the reason why it's so important to have a good line through the checkpoint, so that you at least get this jump in consistent if you have to respawn. But yeah, you lose of course a lot of time if this other thing doesn't work. So, and this was now of course so slow, I don't know how many places I can get up there. But these are the things that could also happen to sites on Wakers to get worse positions. So do I make something here? 1 place, okay. Better than 0. But somehow they all survive quite well. I think the first place is not fast in this round. I stay in 6th, great. Okay, no, first place is actually in 18. Then 22, 28, 35, I see. So Zafire is out, that's clear. Also out is the time lost TM. Also out, Saturate. And Byron is still in. Byron is then in big danger next round. The other players are still far away. But from here on, it's gonna be quick. From here on, it means then that many players will get big minus points and rapidly go towards 0. So even if you would have won every round till now and still sit at 500, I mean, it would be good. Zaitzer is now leading again with 376, you have at least a bit of a lead. But if you then now get a last place with 6 players and directly minus 100, you can get very quickly towards the others. And also because we start with 500, even if you would have won all the rounds. And even if you have won all the rounds, until then only one single opponent of you is still alive, then there is just a maximum number of rounds where this opponent basically like needs to beat you in a row to overtake you. Even though you have a much better match than him until there, he only needs like a certain amount of rounds. We played this cup earlier with only 300 points in the start, and that meant basically if you lose then in the final 3 times in a row against your one opponent, then you're out. And that you won every 15 rounds before that final and scored better than him, it doesn't matter, he only needs to beat you 3 times. Yeah, now of course we start with 500, so that's a little bit fairer, I would say. Because if you would be that dominant now in this cup, then you have at least a bit more time. But 1 point loss and it's already... wait, no, not focused enough with the talking. That was also wrong what I wanted to say. How shit is this section? I have a bug there. This is such a bad part. I got a bug. Make it... Please make it. This doesn't work now. I'm really fucked. Yeah, now I'm down to 5th because of that shit. And you know, now are the big minus points. Uh-oh. Ah. Of course now, right? Of course now when it hurts the most. What are these trees here? And the rounds are not even good by the other players. It would have been... What the fuck's happening? It would have been easy, I wanted to say. What did I just touch here. That's such a stupid way of getting minus 100 points now. Obviously, exactly now. I'm 5th. Delavid is not in the finish. So Byron, minus 40 points, he had 39, he's out. But I'm losing now that many points that Sides has a big lead and it's close to the others. So I hope I get better rounds again now. The last two were shit. I mean, it started really well, I was in second. Saved. But what was... this is of course also such a transition bug there in this block. I also had it here in my short training. These blocks are of course not great. These are like items that have actually landing and other bugs. What the fuck? No, car. Camera 1 is also very nice in this downhill. Lueckes crashed the ending. Okay. Minus 100 for Delavid, 75 minus for Harpy. Also third place is already hurting a lot with minus 50. Second place minus 25 is still okay. I forgot where to go. Now I found a way. Whew. The fourth, okay. Sadly, sides are finished a bit ahead of me. It seems like Luekis is losing a lot. Yeah, the others have finished. So it's minus 50 points for Delavid, so he remains in the match. And minus 75 for Harpy, he's now in danger as well. Luekis is not in danger yet, he's still above 100. Ugh. He's what? Everyone overtook me there? I can't remember anything particularly slow. But actually, one guy also crashed. Also the people behind me, they overtook me, and the guy ahead of me crashed, it seems like. Oh, yeah. Because it was shortly switching to 5th, but then it went back to 4th. When I then crossed the checkpoint myself. That's why I think so. Wow. Car. Oh, I saved it. It went so smooth all the time in the start of the cup, and now every time it's mega shaky. And I also hate this jump there. Okay, no point loss for me. So it's still confusing. Did now anyone else finish? Here it shows Saphir still, but that makes no sense. He's out since a long time, so I think nobody has finished yet. Luekis is miles away. Yeah, okay. That's a bit unfortunate. Zaitzer with a very bad time now, 3 minutes 46. He's only losing 25 points with that. I hope that he would lose a bit more. Harpy remains in the cup, Delavid is out. So it was very important that Harpy finishes in the top 3 here. Luekis is falling behind Harpy and is now only 3 points away from elimination. Now Luekis is, of course, faster than me, and he is one that can keep up with the very fast times that Zaitzer was showing off earlier. But 2 bad rounds in a row suddenly put Luekis into the situation where he is over 200 points suddenly behind me, and he needs to win from here on every single round to avoid elimination. If he does not win, he's out. And the same also for Harpy. We have also now more minus for second and third place, since we have 1 elimination. So second place will lose now 33 points, and third place will lose 66 points or 67 or whatever. Most likely, my position doesn't matter in this round. Unless I'm first. Also I can actually push for first here. I didn't look now closely into it, but I think... Because once only sights on myself are in the mix, or let me focus this part here. Once it's only sights are in myself, the amount of wins you need to knock the other one out, or that you don't get knocked out yourself, it depends on in which hundredth we are, because in a 1v1 the second place gets minus 100, in the first place 0. So it depends on which 100 we are in. 199 points, or let's say 200 points, is exactly as good as having 101 points. It doesn't matter. You know? And if I don't win this round here, I will drop under 200 points. Oh. That was bad and he's close now. Ah, I get the bug there. And now he's ahead again, I guess. It's 2/10. It's a good finish, please. Yes! So in the optimal case, Sizer would have ended up in third, because then he would have gone into the 200s as well, and we would be even. But yeah, for him it didn't really matter if he's first or second, but it did matter in the battle against me, because I stay now over 200. That means I can lose 2 times to him, and I'm still alive. So he has to beat me 3 times. And I have to beat him 4 times to knock him out. So from here on, it's just a 1v1 between Sizer and myself, where he has that slight advantage that a 3-3 would make him the winner. Ah, I knew it. It didn't happen yet. I was very afraid of that to happen, you know, since the start of the cup. Because it happened to me in the training at the beginning, basically everyone. Ah, okay. And it's a long sector. So far I was able to avoid it, but obviously now 17 seconds. That's of course not helpful, but the round is not over. He can make mistakes, or he can have bugs that cost him more. Of course, I want to see him either driving a very good time that would have been unreachable anyway, or see him crashing. Annoying is of course if he then finishes right in front of me, but maybe he's listening to the stream and does it on purpose, I don't know. But a 17 seconds time loss needs quite something. It's just sadly one of the very long sectors where I had a mistake. "18 seconds now," and I drove very good at that part. I'm of course trying against the world record holder that is still having a PB that is 10 seconds faster than my PB. But I would improve my PB with such a run here. In the copium time, of course, without a respawn. Uh-oh. Jawollo! Yeah, a 317 without a respawn. But he actually threw it. Which means from here on, it is even between us. That's actually already quite late, but we will finish before Cup of the Day. Even though we were only 9 players, but this is of course taking now quite some time, this 1v1, if we play it until the very end. Oh, that landing bug. No speed then. For the uphill. Yeah, it's crazy how much time I lost. I mean, he must have gotten it also better than I ever did. Lost all the time. But we are close. He drove a 2 minute 16 with a crash. Yeah, he lost 8 seconds. So he drove the rest on world record pace. Okay. How much minus did I get? I was so confused with that. Finish the race to be alive. Ach! Ach, I'm still so confused. Okay, because if you DNF you get less points. They didn't get more minus points. Oh my god, that confused me so much. I was... where to go? I'm still confused. Oh, I forget the track as if it is my first run. It didn't say get first to stay alive, it just said finish the race. Oh my god, ey. That's of course an amazing way to lose the battle maybe this round. By driving straight in the first turn. Yeah. Gives me that slight bug to the right. Then I already was quite far right. That's now 9 seconds again. I mean, the round is kinda over. I need a mistake from him anyway. We are equal. So actually everything mattered. Huh? Oh my god. What was happening? How did I keep gripped here? On this pipe. And then I had wet tires, suddenly. Whenever I touched the water, I never had wet tires for that long. I had no idea what I should do with wet tires there. I tried to save that somehow, but it was impossible. I mean, I risked the entry to the pipe massively because we were even. So, yeah, now it says win the race. Where to go? Left here, yeah. Oh, come. Why does it push me into the wall? I'm going straight against it. I need a fast round now and then I get directly 2 random things. Of course it hurts a bit because it was a super winnable round, the previous one. If I was just a bit closer to him, without all the shit happening, then I wouldn't have risked the pipe. But we were literally neck and neck. So I felt like I have to risk it. And I actually even survived, which surprised me. But I didn't know is, of course, I was suddenly a second ahead in that CP, so... And I lost the time here because of that bug in the last round. This landing is always different as well. Where's my speed? Hello, car! What are you going that slow? Oh, he whizzed the bridge and got it. You can of course full speed jump onto it. Okay, that was clean. If he fails one more round, we have a momentum advantage, but he will always have the pace advantage. It's 51. Yeah, it's maximum 2 more rounds, so it fits perfectly. What was that? Dude, the random things! He's immediately leading by 2 seconds here. Yep. Oh. Directly on the back foot again. I want to have better starts, man. On the other hand, we put him under pressure being in the lead. So surely on purpose. Why did I go to Cam 3? I even don't know that myself. Yeah, this is the speed you can get up this thing. He failed here again in this sector. Five seconds. Also surely less now because of the bridge part. Four seconds. I got a gear down. Car accelerate. My lead is not that big. Alright, we have our final 1v1 round. That's crazy. So many rounds with only 2 players. Car. Got so slow again. that slowdown in the middle of a corner. I don't even know what causes this. Oh, now it's down to 4 seconds. Yeah, I finished. 2 seconds, eh? Of course, this one thing, man. He was on a really good time. What were our times? He finished with 3:18. I finished with 3:21 with that respawn. And with a bad start. I mean, if he doesn't have any mistake, then I think I wouldn't have gotten him. Because he was just... Like, there was a sector at the bridge where I jumped full speed. Better than in any other round. And he was still gaining time there and was still going away. But, this is of course so dumb. Like, this feels so random. I don't know what even caused that.